You're listening to the Master Passive Income Podcast Network. Welcome to the Master Passive Income Show. This is Dustin Heiner, and I'm here to help you create wealth, afford anything you want in life by investing in real estate, and achieve financial freedom. And in today's show, we're going to be talking to a fantastic student of Master Passive Income who has, in 2 months, bought 3 properties, and she is growing and scaling even more, and we're going to show you how she did it and how you can do it as well. All right, let's start the show.
Welcome to the Master Passive Income Podcast, where we talk about investing in real estate with a special focus on making enough money so you can quit your job and live the dream life. And now, here's your host, Dustin Heiner.
What's up? What's up? Super blessed as always to have you here with me on the show. Now, I am so pumped to bring on students here at Master Passive Income. See, I started coaching back in 2016-ish, now 2015 into 2016, and then started a podcast and then started getting more and more people. And it's just been amazing seeing people change their lives. In fact, there was one person that emailed me recently. We started chatting, and just from listening to the podcast, he has grown a business, bought real estate, even getting into duplexes, and he's doing so well. And obviously, it's not hard to invest in real estate. It's not like rocket science. It's actually very simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. And that's something that I wanted as I was creating Master Passive Income, because when I was buying property after property, each one making me $400 or $500 a month in cash flow. I have some properties making me $3,000 a month in cash flow. I was realizing, man, I want to help more people, especially when I quit my job in 2016. I realized that a couple things. Number one, there's only so much golf you can play, so much video games and just sitting around. At least for me, I'm a doer type of personality. Plus, I really love being around people. And so when you're doing that, of course, playing golf, you're around people, going to the gym, you're around people, but you really just kind of feel, or this is how I started feeling, was I'm not producing anything. I'm not providing everything. I'm not getting any or giving any value into the world. Now, I was blessed to be able to provide for my family, plenty of money for, mortgages and food and insurance, like everything. We were able to live and, travel and do decent things or have fun with not having to work. But then I realized I was not benefiting anybody. That's really the reason why I started the podcast and started coaching and putting on live events. Was I realized I wanted to help 1 million people to invest in real estate. And I'll be completely honest and say, I have enough money now where I will never, ever need to work. I have enough real estate. I'll never, ever need to work. And money is not my driver in life, or I'm not driven by money at all. In fact, money is the deterrent. Now, where I'm sitting in my life, I have plenty of money, obviously everybody thinks, I could have more. Yeah, I get it. But we're taken care of. Our houses are paid off, or you have a bunch of real estate, and I don't need to work a job. I honestly started to think, man, do I really want to continue doing a podcast? Do I really want to continue coaching people? It's great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it's not good. In fact, it's a lot of fun. But it's when you start thinking about, maybe I can go back to just investing in real estate and make a lot more money doing that. That really helps me to remember my goal in life. If my goal was money, then I would not even be doing this. I would just be buying in so much more real estate, which I make so much more money in real estate. It's just absolutely amazing. Now, I realized my goal is not to make money. It's to transform people's lives. It's to help 1 million people to invest in real estate. And hopefully you are one of them. That's why I have the show. And I'm super pumped and blessed to bring on an amazing student who is in the one-on-one coaching that we have with Charles Rose Jr. or Master Passive Income Coaching. Her coach is Charles Rose Jr. She's doing an amazing job and buying property after property after property. And she is doing such an amazing job. I said, you know what? You need to come on and share your path. Like, how did you do it? Give us all the numbers. Like, tell us how you do it so other people can get encouraged that, honestly, regular everyday people can invest in real estate and achieve financial freedom. It's absolutely something that everybody can do. Now, I'm going to bring on my student. But before I do, one quick thing is I have my free course. I 100% want to give it to you. And with this course that I'm going to give you for free, I've had people invest in real estate just from this course. So get this course, download it. If you text the word rental, RENTAL to 33777, rental to 33777, I'll give you my course completely for free. So get that. Now, if you are also an active investor, if you're somebody that says, man, Dustin, I already have first 2, 3, 5, 10 properties. I want to scale. I want to stabilize my properties. I want to be able to quit my job now, which is a whole nother bunch of lessons like on the roadmap to life as an investor. You have to scale, you have to stabilize, you have to then be able to live off of your income, which is something we love to do. And so in my inner circle is absolutely amazing. These are active investors, people who have many properties that are wanting to connect with other amazing investors. And you guys know I don't do one-on-one coaching anymore, but at our inner circle mastermind, we meet 4 times a year live in person for 2-day intensives. Well, I do coaching there. We do masterminds. We do hot seats, which means you get your own time with me and everybody else, and we all help you get past your roadblocks. It's absolutely amazing. I spent $50,000 to join a mastermind last year, and it's absolutely amazing because you get around people who are doing business, investing in real estate at a higher level than you are, and you get exposed to what's possible. And then they help you get past those roadblocks. So I'm so glad that, that money, it's now paid me back 10 time fold because I have gotten around the right people. And that's what you need to do. Get in my inner circle. There's an application process. Want to make sure you're a right fit. If you're a brand new person, definitely not a good fit. If you've never bought real estate, these are for active investors. So go to masterpassiveincome.com/inner circle, or the link will be in the description. Definitely fill out the application. If you're interested, I'll reach out to you personally and we can chat to see if you're a good fit. But that's another amazing thing for you is my inner circle. But now let's jump into today's show where I'm interviewing a fantastic Master Passive Income student, Teresa Muncini, who is doing an amazing job and showing you how you can do it as well. All right, here we go. Teresa, so great to have you with us.
Thank you, Dustin. It's a great honor to be here. I'm excited and I feel blessed.
This is terrific. Now, how did you find Master Passive Income? How did you find me? And then, obviously we started coaching and everything like that, but how did you find us?
So basically, I was just looking for a passive income. I'm browsing on the podcast and I saw your podcast. It looks very interesting. I really have no background whatsoever with real estate. What more with the out-of-state investor? So when I was listening to it, I bought your books. I subscribed, and then I was listening to the podcast. I was so inspired. And then when I was almost over, I did the one-on-one coaching with Charles. He's amazing. And that actually fast-tracked my business. And that was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life, too.
I love it. And a lot of people find us through the podcast, which is just a tremendous way to reach people and just to help coach people. And you're 100% right. Like we have courses that people can just get the course so they can just listen to the podcast and learn. And we also even have group coaching where you don't have one-on-one coaching, but you get group coaching where you have access to me and the other coaches. But the one-on-one coaching is such an amazing fast track because they literally get you over hurdles and help you to negotiate all that great stuff. Now, tell me about your first property and all about from like where it's located, how much did you buy it for? What's the passive income like?
So my first property, they all say it's the most difficult one, but I would say this, it's a roller coaster ride, really. So during on the podcast, on the course, you told us like to set up the business first, which I did. So before looking for property, I looked for a good property manager, lender, agent, contractor. Once my group was set, I was able to find a property. So the property was the asking was 95,000. And since I was practicing a lot on putting the numbers correctly to make sure that I have a cash flow, so I put an offer for $85,000 and they counter for $88,000.
That's awesome. And so, did you accept that offer, the counter?
I did accept that offer because my property manager said we have to do an inspection and we can still reduce that price, which we did. After the inspection, we put it down. It was down to 4,000, so we purchased the property to 84,000. It already have a tenant, so we did not have to do renovation, and it was cash flowing for $330 a month. Yes.
Wow. So you got even more money off, and so you said you closed for 80, or after everything 84,000. They were asking 95.
They were asking for 95 and we got it for 84,000.
Wow. And so that's $11,000 that you saved, put it back in your pocket, and then it's already cash flowing. What area of the country or what city is it in?
It's in Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis is great. It's a hot market right now.
Oh, it sure is. It sure is. Now, was it hard to get that first property and getting financing? Because everybody always thinks, "Oh man, it's so hard to find properties. It's so hard to get money for properties." Now, a lot of things happen when you don't know what you're doing and you don't have somebody educating you on how to do it. It makes it really, really hard. But when you have somebody helping you, it makes it easier. But getting this first property, was it a big hurdle to get over? And then that second property, how quickly did that second property come?
So this so the second I closed on the first property May 28, and after 2 weeks I closed on the second one. But a backstory about that one. So I guess I because of Master Passive Income, I set up my business correctly. I have a great property manager, which I interview. I also have a great lender, which is advising me what to do. A great coach, which is Charles, and that he helped me tremendously. So I know it's so hard to jump in and make that offer for the first property, but I was very certain that I have the right group and I have the right area. That's why I was able to confidently send an offer to that property.
And I want to pause for a quick second and share that honestly, I really want you to invest in real estate. Now, my new goal is to help 1 million people invest in real estate. So, two things I would ask from you. Number one, if you get anything out of this episode, please share it with somebody else. Just say, hey, check out Dustin and Master Passive Income. He really wants to help 1 million people to invest in real estate. That's number one. Number two, I want to get you to invest in real estate. Get my real estate investing course absolutely for free. Text the word rental, RENTAL to 33777. Rental to 33777. I'll literally give you my course, show you how to find an area of the country to invest, how to build the business first. I always talk about that, and how to find the right properties, how to make sure you're getting experts to do the work for you, and scale the business to where you're making $250 or more in passive income. Scale it to quit your job. I'll literally get to you, or go to masterpassiveincome.com/free course. Obviously, it'll be in the description, but I really, really want you to invest in real estate, because the more that actual, normal, everyday people own real estate that are good landlords, the better everybody's life gets. Especially when you have everything already built before you buy the property, meaning you already have the property manager, contractors, you have inspectors like you have, and even mortgage brokers, and a coach that's actually going to be walking you through the process. I mean, Charles has 20 some properties now. I mean, he's doing so tremendously well, and then helping his students. And it's so much fun because I coach Charles personally one-on-one, which I don't do the one-on-one anymore. I do the group coaching. Charles has done the one-on-one coaching. I think he's done so much better. Like, his students are doing better than he did, which is just tremendous because it's just compounding all this knowledge and learning. And so with getting that second property within 2 weeks, was that scary? Because I think people might be thinking, oh my goodness, how am I going to afford it? Or how am I going to buy it? How am I going to get the money for it?
So what happened to the first property is everything went smoothly. A week before we closed, my property manager, which is also my agent, told me that there was a problem with the renter. So he advised me not to go to cancel the whole deal. So analyzing it, we cancel it, and then I was heartbroken. So I know Charles told me not to be emotional, but since it's my first property and we put so much work into it, I was a little bit emotional. So when I emailed Charles and he told me like gather all your frustration and put it into a positive energy to find that property. So that's what I did. I analyzed 60 property, cut it down to 30. I sent 10 properties to my property manager, check let him check it if it's a good area or not. So we were like constantly putting a lot of offers every day, every day, every day. So when I found that's supposed to be second property, um, since I analyzed so much property and I use the green light that you have in the course, green light is to put all the numbers and see if you're going to buy the property or not. I was very confident doing that. Mind you, I was doing this during my lunchtime. So we did it at 1 o'clock. I put in an offer at 1:30. I got the property at 3:30, and then we did an inspection on that. So it was like 2 weeks back to back property. Oh, so and then after I did for that for that property, my property manager told me like for the first property, the tenant actually got they fixed their issue. So he was asking me if I'm still interested, and of course I'm still interested. So since we did the inspection, the financing there, it was so easy to close. So we did close right away. So that's why we did a back 2 weeks closing on two properties.
That is That is awesome. That's such a great story of, well, resiliency. Number one, like let's say I'm not giving up, because if I would have gave up on my first property when my property manager started stealing from me, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing and being successful and employed. Like that was such a huge deal for me. Was, oh my goodness, I've proven that it works, and then I just need to make sure that it consistently works by having the right people in place. And now you have, how many properties do you have now?
So I actually have three properties in 2 months.
Wow. Three properties in 2 months. And the biggest, I guess, reason why you've done that is because two things. I think you built the business, so you have properties already coming in. You're analyzing it. You already knew, and you're putting in effort. You know, you're making sure, like Charles said, take that frustration, that irritation, whatever it might be, and just funnel it into building your business. And now look at you, three properties. Now, getting the first, second, and third property, is it getting easier as you go?
Oh, yes, absolutely. So, since I already have my group in place, I have a great coach. Not only the coach, I have you supporting me also, and the Slack community. I was so inspired by Praneet. He's also helping me, Tom, and Justin. They're in my group for the Slack. So if I have some simple questions, they would support me. We would analyze properties in the green light. So it's just amazing. This group is unbelievable.
I love it. I love it. And I agree. And that's the thing that I wanted that I did not have when I first started investing. Back when I started investing in 2006, there wasn't communities like this. There wasn't people that are really trying to help each other out. It really felt like everybody's just trying to, take and take and take. And so it's so amazing having now a community where we could all help each other out. That is just tremendous. Now, what in getting that second and then the third property, talk to us about the financing, because a lot of people have concerns, or like, I don't have the money for a down payment. I don't know how to get financing. Talk to us about how you got these properties and the financing for each one.
So when I was doing the course, I actually did it step by step. So I even look at the how to earn 10,000 to start your business. So I was trying to save up. I was putting aside 10% of my all my salary. We were doing craft show. I was doing side jobs just to get all the money to invest. So that's why I did the one-on-one coaching, because I want to minimize the error. it comes to investment. I know there would be a lot of mistake that I may encounter, but doing the one-on-one coaching would help me a lot. So financing for the first and second one, we did conventional financing. So when I felt for the second one when I closed, I did call Charles and ask him what are the other options to get more property because I want to grow my business. And then he said like I can do um, private private lender, also hard money, HELOC. He told me I thought my financing would limit me in investing, but when I talked to Charles, he said I have limitless possibility when it comes to money. So that really inspired me. And then I bought the third property, which I did BRRRR so BRRRR is buy, rehab, you rent, refinance, and repeat. So that's a big project for me, and I just finished it last Friday.
That is so awesome. And then knowing what Charles told you, I mean, Charles told you exactly what you need to hear is that like the money is not the problem. And a lot of people think that money's the problem. You know, when they first start investing, they really think that, oh my goodness, I don't have a down payment saved up, or I don't have private money. I don't have this, that, and the other. They start thinking about what they don't have as opposed to what they do have. But at the same time, they don't know all the options that are out there. They don't know how to utilize all these creative financing ways that if you work with somebody that actually has done before, that knows how to get the private money, no hard money to turning that into a long-term mortgage and actually making money and passive income. Once you know all these sort of things by getting somebody that's coaching you, oh my goodness, it makes it so much easier. And one quick last thing I want to share is that you said this from the very beginning. When you started doing the one-on-one coaching, you knew it was very important to do the one-on-one coaching. Number one, because it's a fast track. But number two, you want to minimize the errors. Minimize the errors. I mean, I've lost so much money doing it the wrong way. Like I literally thought that I was doing it the right way, spending money, and then finding out, oh my, $30,000 later, that was wrong. Man, if I had a coach, if I had somebody that was actually going to show me that this is the right way to do it, that would have saved me money. And the great thing about having a coach is they're going to help you save money and make money. Those are the two great things. Now, talk to me about working with Charles and the process. And because I'd love to know, and I know all the listeners want to know, like in the coaching process, how did that help you with the step by step process to getting you over hurdles and even insecurities that you might have? Like, okay, no, take that frustration and put it into the next property. How was that process for you?
So before I did the one-on-one coaching, I was doing the course. It was so overwhelming for me since I didn't have any background with real estate. But um, so reading it versus applying it is totally different thing. So when I did the one-on-one coaching with Charles, he actually guided me. He's literally holding my hand and telling me where to go. It's like a step-by-step procedure. You do this, you do that. All those little details that you think it's not important, but once you apply it, it actually makes sense. So especially like with financing, he actually guided me on what to do. If I didn't do the one-on-one coaching, I don't think I would even have my first property now. So I'm just so grateful with Charles.
I love it. And I know that there are certain people that have the gung ho and they just push through it. And some people actually invest just by listening to this podcast. And they say, hey, Dustin, I bought my first property just by learning from you. But there are also like, I know that I learn so much better when somebody walks me through the process, when they literally say X, Y, and Z. Now, I did it the hard way when I bought my first property or built my business. I did the hard way and lost so much money and time. That's the thing that people forget. And I love what you said. It's a fast track to success. And it took me, I think it was like 9 years to eventually become financially free to quit my job. Now, because I coached Charles and other students, not Charles, but another student, took him 3 years to become financially independent. Charles, it took him, I want to say 2019 is when he got started. 2023 is when he became financially independent, 4 years. And so imagine if I'm wishing I would go back and spend a little bit of money to get 5 years of my life back. So it's say instead of 9 years, to get financially independent. It takes me 4 years. My goodness, I would have 5 extra years of my life being financially independent. So I love it. Now, there are so many like lessons and things that you went through. What can you share with the people listening? One person listening is like, man, I'm in Teresa's place right now. Like, I'm trying to get started. I'm not getting traction. What lessons have you learned along the way?
So I think the biggest lesson is like for me, especially, I'm a busy mom. I only have my lunchtime to do the master passive income. I only have lunchtime to interview property manager in my group. So life can be tough. Like there's always something going on, something in the family, the kids, your health. You drive moving from one state to the other, like people put aside all their dreams. But again, you always say, when is the best time to plant a tree? 20 years ago, right? And when is the best time? It's actually now. So I don't want to look um, at 20 years from now and have a regret of not doing this. So I wanted to do it to leave legacy for my family, like more time, financially free, um, doing a good relationship with my families and friends, and of course, like service, like sharing this to others so others can be inspired and do what we do.
I 100% agree. Absolutely love what you're saying because in life, what it really comes down to, life is about family. It's about people around you. It's about what you can do for helping other people and then who you become. And so, I personally don't just invest just to make money. It's that the money that I need in order to take care of my family, live the life that I want, meaning service to other people, just like you're saying. That is so good. Was Give me a specific, other than the property that you didn't go through with, but then you changed it and I went after different properties. Give me a specific time that something came up. That got me thinking. You got the price down after you got under contract. Tell me about that process. How did you do that?
So because I was analyzing so much property and I was um, listening to the podcast. I even listen so many times to the 15 mistake that you're not supposed to do. So when I encounter problems like that, I have you in mind. What would Dustin do? What would Charles tell me to do? So since I have a good foundation, I was able to apply all that. So when challenges comes my way, I take it positively. I wanted to turn it to positive. Like when I had problems with the financing for the third one, for the hard money lender, it didn't go through. So I have to think of something else. Like I have to contact another lender so the loan would go through, and that's what I did. So I have so many problems with the third property, but I didn't take it as problem. I took it in a positive way as a challenge for me to learn from that and be positive and just to get that property.
I think it's great that what I'm hearing is that you're changing the frame of reference or you're reframing the problem as, hey, this is an opportunity to either grow, to change, to figure out something new, as opposed to feeling maybe like the world's against you. You might be a victim or whatever it might be. Changing that frame of reference to now you're thinking, man, no, the world is for me. This is going to help me out. This should make me better and better and better. I love that you change that perspective. And Charles is really great at mindset. Charles is a mindset type of, he's almost a guru, in my opinion. Like I always go to him for mindset stuff because he really helps to help everybody he talks to get a frame of reference that, no, let's reframe it. Let's frame it as something that is going to help you as opposed to hurt you. So, Teresa, is there anything else that somebody listening should know while they're investing in real estate?
Again, like for here, I actually started to be vocal with my family to help them invest also. And some of their friends heard about it. So they actually have me in a meeting to inspire them. So they actually listen to your podcast right now. And I told them I highly recommend doing the one-on-one coaching also. This is an investment that is not just a cash flow every month. This is you're leaving a legacy for your family, for your children, and to for them to have a life that they have an option, like they if they have this property or this business, they don't have to work full time. They can spend time with their family, be whatever they want to be, and build relationship with other people. And also serve, again, the legacy, the four legacy that we talk about is like service to others.
I love it. You're 100% right. And the legacy of service to others. You feel more fulfilled in life when you're helping other people. That's why I created the Real Estate Wealth Builders Conference to connect more people so that they can grow together and help each other out. Am I going to be able to see you in April at the Real Estate Wealth Builders Conference?
Oh yes, I am hoping to go there, Charles. Dustin. I am hoping to go there. This year I didn't go because my kids were qualified for the Junior Olympic for swimming. But I'm hoping next year I'll be able to do that.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Well, Teresa, this has been awesome. So encouraging for me. Talking to you and others. I mean, we have got thousands of students now, and seeing you guys succeed and hearing your story, Teresa, is just so encouraging for me to keep moving forward and keep helping more and more people, because it's fulfilling for me when I see somebody like you change the trajectory of where they're going in life, and hopefully generationally being able to help the future generation. So thank you so much for being on. Is there anything else you'd like to share?
I guess since it's new, like the third property, I just want to thank you um, for inspiring me to do all this. Charles doing the one-on-one coaching. I actually won't be able to do this without you guys. Like my third property recently, I just got it renovated. In 28 days, it actually accumulated a good equity of $89,000 in 4 weeks. In 4 weeks, and I did the financing in a matter of 30 days because I have everything in place. Like it's step by step procedure. So I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys.
Teresa, that is so amazing. I'm super, super excited for you and everything that you're doing. So glad that you're a part of Master Passive Income. But thank you so much for coming on the show, hopefully encouraging people to move forward. So if you're listening to this, I want you to think, man, Dustin can do it. I can do it. Teresa can do it. I can do it. Charles or anybody can do it. I can do it. So it's really a step by step process, meaning you just do one thing after another. It's really not that difficult. So, Teresa, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you, Dustin.
And that is it for today. Go ahead and get my free real estate investing course. Text the word rental to 33777. RENTAL to 33777. You can also join my Real Estate Wealth Builders group coaching. Get all my courses. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next show. See ya.